It's just we just talked off camera a little bit, so we're gonna bring everybody into our conversation
For sure, for sure, for sure.
But man, listen, when we talk about Atlanta, we talk about the new Black Hollywood, we talk about film production, TV production, all types of content creation. Some of the powerhouses are building mega studios out here. And this gentleman to the left of me right here, we may have known him for his music and the Grammy nominated. And I talked about him when I interviewed DJ EXO a couple of weeks ago. But now he's here at a production capacity. When you talk about award winning, coming up with these film productions, we got Isaac in the building. Chill. I
Yes,
don't call
sir.
him Chill. I don't even know, what do we call you now?
I mean, man, it's layers and levels. You know what I'm saying?
That's it, man. That's
Isaac
it.
when it's time to cut the check.
Right. Okay. So Isaac Yowman on the checks and Chill when it comes to after the checks.
Yeah, for sure, man.
So let's get into it, man, because you got a film that's going to be debuting at Morehouse.
Yeah,
for
for
their
sure.
Founders Week.
Yeah.
It's BET has picked this thing up. Paramount Plus also has the rights to this thing, and it's from your brainchild, from your creation, man.
No doubt, man. Yeah, man. Memory builds the monument. Shout out to Paramount. And streaming right now on BET Plus. So y'all can tune in, tap in, make sure to check it out. It's really dope because it's rich history. And it's a it's a South thing. So I'm glad to be in Atlanta. Like you said, it's like the Black Hollywood.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so like when I first graduated from college, Atlanta was my first stop, trying to get into the industry on the music side, and had a lot of people that was here that really helped flourish my career and get me to a place before, I would forget a Grammy nomination. I was barely trying to get a placement. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Man, yeah, shout out to the A, man. Y'all really flourished my career and helped me jumpstart and, want to really get into this thing.
I understand that. What was the motivation behind putting this film together besides your musical background? Because some producers, some people are beat makers and some people are producers.
Facts.
Obviously, you're a producer. You do your history. Was that part of the motivation?
Yeah, I mean, music at the core of what I do is, part of my ethos. It's just who I am. Music will always be my first love. And if you look at some of the traits throughout some of the films I've worked on, they all integrate music and or are heavily music influenced. And a lot of people ask me like, man, you still doing music? And I say, man, as long as I'm doing film, I'm always doing music. You know what I mean? I'm able to like help bring in new artists that people may not have heard of. And as a producer and songwriter, I always wanted to be behind the scenes and help elevate artists and bring them to the next level. So the film game is really dope because a lot of these artists have not necessarily had the opportunity to be involved in films. And so this project specifically, Memory Builds the Monument, is so dope because we have the film. We also put together an art exhibition that's living right now live in Houston, and I got an album coming out with the film. So yeah, I'm excited. I produced and wrote the whole album.
Nice, man. That's like a triple threat right there.
Yeah, man. I'm super, super excited. And it put me in a whole different vibe because people are used to hearing the records that I've wrote and produced, which are usually R&B, hip hop, and pop. But this like tapped me into the soul, funk. It's like a time era album.
Right.
So it's really, really dope, and being able to like uplift dope artists and really just showcase my true musicianships when it comes to these keys and guitar and live instrumentation. It's a whole vibe for sure.
That's what's up. It really encompasses what it is today to be a content creator. You don't have to wait for that person to give you the thing to say, okay, it's okay for you to do music now. It's okay for you to do film now. It's like you're creating your own projects and then living through all of your creative dreams through those.
No doubt. I mean, and if you think about the connection, the film Memory Builds the Monument is about a legendary music venue called Club Matinee. So it was a music venue. You know what I mean? This is where Ray Charles got his career started. A lot of greats, Aretha Franklin, Bobby Blue Bland, Sam Cooke was playing guitar there before people even knew Sam Cooke was singing. Like, this is like a legendary, iconic place on the Chitlin circuit. So when people came to the A, I'm sure there was a lot of specific places that during the times of segregation people could play. And then when you went to the H, you had Matinee. And so that's what this film is about.
That's awesome, man. Parts did you get from the Green Book when you were putting this thing together?
Yeah, man. I heard about the Green Book, but I didn't really understand what it was and how
important it was to that time frame, right?
Yeah, like, but to even think like it was a whole book, like, bruh,
you better not go down this street.
You better not. This the streets you need to go down, big fella.
And that's where you have to stay.
This where you got to stay.
Right.
This where you got to play. This where you got to work. This where you got to eat.
Yeah.
And so to know that Club Matinee, what this film is about, was one of those safe havens for Black people during that time, is monumental, man. And so, you know, as memory builds the monument. The monument is no longer there, but this whole documentary is sitting with people who actually were there during that time. And so the thought process behind the title is their memories are rebuilding the monument, even though it's not physically there. You know, their memories are rebuilding the monument. So I'm excited that Paramount believed in me. You know, BET Plus, like I said, is live now streaming. So I'm excited for people to check it out and spread the word. And I'm excited to be in the A showing that legendary HBCU.
Right.
Morehouse, iconic, man.
Right.
You know, what is 100? I think, and we showing it during Founders Week. It's like 165 years.
Yes, of history and greatness coming out of there. You about to be part of that during Founders Week by showing this film. I do want to ask this, because you being a musician, that had to be a tough edit. Because like I felt like every story felt too important to cut out or cut up.
No doubt. I mean, and I was learning so much during the process. Like, one of the big things that we were not able to highlight in the documentary that I feel like I got to speak on. I don't really think I spoke with nobody, so Reach about to get the big exclusive.
I appreciate that. Was going to be my question. What was the thing that you felt like, I have to cut this out, but let's do it?
Man, Peacock Records. Bro, do your research. Everybody listening, do y'all research. Peacock Records was the first Black record label in the South.
Wow.
Before this decades before
Cadillac,
Motown.
Wow.
Bro, Peacock Records was ran by a guy named Don Roby, and there's so much like what's the big record? Is the chick named Deja? She got the "You Ain't Nothing But a That was Big Mama Thornton. That was her original record.
Right.
And Elvis redid that record.
Yeah.
And then now they used it for the Elvis soundtrack. But Big Mama Thornton,
it was her record,
was signed to Peacock Records.
And she was performing at the hotels that Elvis was frequenting when he would go off road.
Exactly.
And go get his inspiration.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I'm not gonna lie. It's in the back of my mind.
That sounds like a whole nother documentary.
That's a movie,
we gonna
bro.
go ahead and get. All right. So
that's
look,
a whole nother movie.
We're gonna can this conversation for the next interview, because this is another movie on the way.
For sure, man. And it's really dope because Don Roby, who owned Peacock Records, his granddaughter reached out to me.
Wow.
When she saw me doing this documentary. So, hey, man, I'm claiming in advance, man. Peacock Records, you know what I'm saying? We need to go and put together this biopic.
Right. That's it, man. Let me go ahead and hit the hype bell for that one. Exclusive drop right here, right now. Nobody else is getting that info.
Yes, sir.
So that's what's up. Oh, man, putting this project together, you get to it, you get to your baby, and now it's something of fruition, and somebody else wants to showcase it. So you got BET wanting to put it out there. You got Paramount saying, here, this is good. Let's go ahead and do it. How does that feel as a creator? Because you don't need a validation, but how does it feel when they say, hey, we want to be a part of your situation?
Yeah, man. You know, having that validation does mean a lot. You know, one person that I really look up to and who's killing it right here in the A is Tyler Perry.
Yes, he's building a studio right by my house.
Bro, like
another one.
You know what I mean? Like, people can say what they want about his work, but his business is undeniable.
Right.
He's provided opportunities for so many dope people. And I think one thing that Tyler understands was his market. Because Jasmine Blues showed all of us, bro got the juice if he really want to, you know what I'm saying, go a whole different route. So, man, I respect him so much. So seeing that, you know, really always been in my mindset, like, if he can do it, I can do it. And so I always had this independent mentality. But having Paramount get behind this, and, you know, major salute to Devin Griffin, Marvin Neal at BET Plus for believing in me, and believing in this film, and just believing in me as a young Black director. man, it means a lot. You know what I mean? Because I came a long way. We were talking off camera. Yeah. You know what I mean? My folk from Jersey, I was telling them I used to be in Newark, Orange, just working. And one of my first jobs as in getting into or transitioning into the film world was at BET Digital.
Wow.
And so it's a full circle moment, man. I used to be right there at the CBS office in Manhattan. You know what I'm saying? I used to stay in Long Island City in Queens, right near Astoria. So just a full circle moment, man, to have my film, you know what I'm saying, and BET plus highlighting me as a director, it just really mean a lot. And it's a testament to, you know, I just said that was almost 10 years ago.
Yeah, so that's work and consistency. Yeah. So I like it, man.
They be talking about 10,000 hours.
Yeah.
Let's talk about 10 years.
10 years. It was like the 10-year overnight success.
Yeah,
so
for
people
sure.
look and they go, man, hook me up with BT.
Right.
Like, it actually started a decade ago.
Exactly, man. That was, I mean, I stayed in New York. That was 2012, 2013. So yeah, it's 2023.
2023.
You know what I'm saying? IO Visuals, we started in 2010. So this is our 13-year business. So man, I'm just excited and blessed to be here this long and be able to provide people with opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Got my whole team here with me in the A. So man, it's just a blessing.
That's what's up, man. Now tell me how important it was to be able to put that visual piece out in Houston, in your city.
Ah, man, that was crazy because we actually released it and showed it and did a private premiere at our new art exhibit. So it ain't just no little bitty art exhibit.
Right.
It's a 23,000 square foot art exhibition.
Hold on 1 second. Yeah, hit the hype bell for that.
Yeah, 23,000 square feet, man, right in the heart of downtown Houston, Texas. Not only highlighting and celebrating our film, but also highlighting and celebrating so many other dope artists in the city. And that's what like I'm about. That's what IO is about. Yeah. And man, I think it's so dope because all of the artists in the exhibition are not black, but they all are speaking to black history. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so that just goes to show you, like, man, you know, no matter what your faith, religion, or creed is, we can all celebrate one another. You know what I'm saying?
Music and arts are the universal language.
1,000%.
Like I did a show in Korea and they knew every single word of the song. Every single word. And as soon as the music stopped, nobody knew English. So I understand, man. It's like the universal language. Yeah. You could put a film on and we may walk away from it with a different perspective.
No doubt.
But we are all entertained.
100%, man. That's why I'm excited about this album we getting ready to put out. It's called Southern Glory. The art exhibition I'm telling you about in Houston is also called Southern Glory.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, because that music, that funk feel just made you feel glorious. You know what I'm saying? It is all rooted in the South. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to drop my boy Reese out with some exclusives before I leave. You know what I'm saying? So
you heard him say it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tie you in to the T, man.
I love that because that type of music is hard to not smile with. Like, you watch period pieces of the music that was created during certain time frames, and it's like you either gonna move, dance, smile, you're gonna feel good, and we need that more than ever now, I think.
Man, 100%, man. That music, it's Saturday and we cleaning the house with mama vibes.
So it's the house smell like Pine Sol or Fabuloso. You know, you hear that Al Green click on, and you know, so I definitely understand the vibes and the soul that goes into this, man. How did your spirit feel as you go through and maneuver through this project?
Man, I felt good, man, just being able to, you know, bring the light to a place that people may not have heard of. I was able to tap into my music bag. And, man, I really feel like we saved a piece of history that may not have been heard or talked about had we not did this project. Yeah. And then to see, you know, BET want to bring it to the world. Yeah. It was just like, whoa, this is big.
That's amazing, man. We appreciate what you're doing. I know you got another few stops to make. I ain't gonna hold you too far, man, but I definitely want everybody that's in the A, that's watching, people that's in the immediate area to go ahead and get your tickets or check out whatever they got to check out to get to Morehouse for this historic event. You could actually be part of history with this screening. So tell me about the screening.
This Friday, man, Morehouse College, the legendary 4 Founders Week. Y'all come celebrate Black excellence, Black history. Y'all pull up, man, 6:30 p.m. Morehouse at the legendary Ray Charles Performing Arts Center. You know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure to pull up, man. We're going to have, you know, BET red carpet vibes. My boy Reese might pop out, you know what I'm saying?
Put that thing on.
Put it on, you know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. So, yeah, man, this Friday, February 17th, 6:30, at the Ray Charles Performing Arts Center at Morehouse College, legendary Morehouse College. I'm excited to be in the A, man. So, and excited to connect with all my folks. Got a couple friends gonna be with me. My brother Jazzy Faye. Man, I ain't even gonna. Y'all just make sure y'all there.
Right.
That's all I'ma say.
That's what I'm
Make sure
talking
y'all
about.
there.
And shout
This
out
Friday.
to Jazzy, man. He's very, very talented dude. My
Yes,
guy.
sir.
And he gave me my first dope radio drop.
Hey man, Jazzy. Hey, quick story before we dip. Man, when I used to stay in the A, me and Jazzy, we used to be at Dallas Austin studio. And bro, I remember, shout out to my brother Byron Wright. He connected me and Jazzy. Me and Jazzy first week connecting, man, we was just vibing out, and it was snowing here. I remember like crazy, and I got stuck on my flight. Jazzy like, man, come to the crib. Man, I slept on Jazzy Faye floor, but this ain't this the crazy part. Jazzy was so dope, he let me stay at the crib, but on the floor, it was a room, an extra room he had in his condo. Bro, it had like 30 plaques he hadn't even put up on the wall.
Put them
I
up.
hold up, man, this
crazy.
boy is a goat, for real.
For real,
He just
man.
got plaques sitting on the floor, just like, maybe one day I'll put them up.
Put these up.
Yeah,
right.
so for him to see me in the place that I am now I got plaques.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying, sold over 20 million records, so it's a blessing. So man, the A really shaped and cultivated my career, and man, I'm happy to be here. Morehouse this Friday, 7 p.m. Ray Charles Performing Arts Center, man. We going live, red carpet vibes, and we screening a new film, Memory Builds the Monument. Streaming right now.
It's amazing that we could talk about Memory Builds a Monument, and then we just breezed past 20 million records sold, records with Beyonce. He got records with Beyonce, you know what I'm saying? So we just, we'll talk about that next time.
Yeah, for sure.
When we talk about the Peacock Records
Yeah.
biopic, we gonna talk about that, all right?
For sure,
That's cool?
for sure. Yes,
all right,
sir.
cool. All right, man. We appreciate you, bro. Congratulations on everything you got going, man. When is it gonna actually debut on BET Plus? Or
It's streaming now, so y'all can stream it
We'll
now
check it
on
out.
BET Plus. Man, and it's airing all throughout the month of February, linear on TV, but it's gonna be on BET Plus for the next few years. So y'all make sure to tap in, check it out, run them numbers up, support Black filmmaking.
That's what's up, man. And shout out to all the platforms that are letting content creators just live and breathe and thrive on. BET Plus, go ahead and get the app, check out the movie right now. And if you're in Atlanta, Morehouse Friday, 6:30, we in the building.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Appreciate you, bro. We're going to get back to this music, of course. His music, as soon as I get some, too.
Yeah.
But right now, we're going to get back to this music. We got a mix with DJ Decepticon on the ones and twos on Reach Radio. On the media side, y'all keep it locked in, man. We had a very special guest that's also making her own Black history. So I need you guys to go back and check out Monica Coleman's interview for Stanley Cigar Lounge. Black-owned, female Black-owned cigar lounge in the city. And she's doing amazing things and numbers, all right? It's Reach Radio, Media Campus West. We gone.
ATL